Hey Gemini, welcome to your November 2019 general reading. This is Readings by Keisha. I have to say that these readings do not replace medical, psychological, or legal advice. And to get started, we're doing something a little bit different. So I have tarot dice. I came across tarot dice and I was like, ooh, wow, let me try this. So here's the deal with this. I have the instruction book because some of the images I'm not connected to the dice as I am to my cards as much in terms of the images. Messages still come across, but sometimes I gotta verify the images. And I don't read off of the way the mat is set up because that's for individualized questions. It's set up a certain way for individualized questions, which is pretty cool. Can't wait to use that individually on someone. So I'm going to ask Archangel Michelangelo to enter and come in and help and guide me through giving the answers that the messages that Gemini needs to hear for the month of November. Ooh la la. Oh, okay, okay. So for my Gemini, I just gotta get few clarifiers. That's a reversal. That's an upright. Few clarifiers because there's two images I am not familiar with, but there's some images I am familiar with. So Gemini, this reading has more to do with money and love and merging of a household, possibly. Before I get into the money piece, which is good, I need clarification. I know these are major arcanas. These got to be major arcanas. These two images here. Those have to be major arcana. It's not the sun. Ah, okay. Okay. Major arcana, the world. There's the world right there, Keisha. The world. I was paying more attention to the leaves across, but it's major arcana, the world. And then there is I'm betting that's the I'm betting that's the hermit with the light. Okay, okay, okay. So cool. Gemini, lot of cool, promising things are on the horizon for you. That's going to happen in November. I do want to say that Mercury is going retrograde in Scorpio. So Gemini, here's what I need you to do, right? You know, life is lifing. We're busy. We're doing this. We're going to work. We're taking care of business. Some of us are going to the gym. Some of us are taking care of kids, taking them to after school, taking out your nieces and nephew, volunteering, all these different things, right? And oversights happen. So Gemini, I'm going to ask you guys to do these little steps to be retrograde proof. Make sure you pay the light bill because the light is connected to communication, our laptops, our phones, our TVs, yada, yada, yada. Mercury rules communications, contract, how you communicate, feelings and emotions. So Gemini, make sure you pay that light bill. Make sure your virus protection is up to date on your computer and your phone. Check your cable cord. If you need an oil change, Go and get this oil change before Mercury retrograde hits on October 31st, which I believe is a Thursday. Go and get your oil change. If you don't get your oil change, you need to wait until after Mercury is in retrograde. If there's any contracts or paperwork you have pending, don't rush it. Let it ride on out. Okay? Don't rush no paperwork, no contract. Trying to think what else. Make sure you have ink for your computer, and because all that is connected to the electricity that gives energy to the computers and the desktop, that allows you to communicate, email, surf the web to people, and connect to other people. All of that, you see the connection, communication. And double check that email before you send it off. Check your tone. Okay? So, Gemini, going into your money. So, for some of the Geminis, this may or may not resonate with you. Money wasn't bad, right? But it could be better. And it's going to get better. Yeah, a lot more better. For some of you guys, you may have experienced stagnation in money. And what I mean is, like, okay, you have money. You may have money in your savings account, money in your checking account, but there's a stall with money coming in, if that makes sense. And I'm guessing so, and this could manifest in any way. It just doesn't have to be business. It can manifest in maybe somebody owes you money. It can manifest in the form of waiting on a check, or a check got bounced by someone. It can manifest itself in a way of perhaps from an investor, stocks, bonds, whatever. It's like, okay, it's at a pause. It's okay. So it's like, okay, let's say your money is upright, your money's like this, so it's about to fall into place for you, your money situation. So finances are going to improve. And here's another image I don't recognize. Right? So let me double check, because in some of the images on the dice, I'm going to show you guys. You see the Two of Swords there? It's full swords. On some of these other images, it's not full swords, and I need to make sure what I'm seeing is what I'm seeing, and I'm not looking at it differently. Yeah, I could be looking at it differently. Okay, cool. So for some of you guys, so the money, for some of you guys, money issues, money woes, challenging, don't worry about it. It's going to get better. For some of you guys, there is some disappointments coming up. And some of you may have been trying to conceive and struggling with conceiving. And as a result of that, you're struggling with depression, feelings of unworthiness, making disparaging remarks mentally about yourself, about your body, almost as if you are in a war or fight with your body. I'm sorry that you guys are experiencing this or have experienced this, because what's coming up is past, present, future. So different Capricorns, different scenarios, different timings. But know that you are not alone. And some of you guys are trying to make a decision where it's like, you want a child, your partner wants a child, but you no longer want to go through the process of trying to conceive a child because it's draining for you. It's draining for you, it's frustrating, it's depressing, it's sad, it's difficult. And some of you guys didn't tell anybody. When I say tell anybody, because you weren't showing, you didn't say anything. And because it has happened to you in the past on more than one occasion, you didn't bother to say anything. So some of you guys are trying to make the decision where you want to tell your partner, I don't want to try anymore. Please let's not go through this again. As a mean of protecting yourself, protecting your body, protecting your head. I get it. And some of you want to go down the adoption route, but you don't know if your partners would want to go down the adoption route with you. And I get it. That's what some of you guys are experiencing. And because of that experiencing, some of you guys have averted to isolation. And for those of you that have not experienced miscarriages or anything like that, some of you guys are still going through a period of isolation because you're on a spiritual journey. It's like you're pulling back. Some of you guys are disconnecting from social media. You may be disconnected from people, places, and things that don't serve you, or just disconnecting from anything that might distract you. And you're doing some introspective work on yourself. Some of you guys are trying to figure out what's your purpose, what's your life path, what are your next steps. Some of you guys are on that introspective journey. And there's another one I wasn't paying. I was not that I wasn't paying attention to. Some of the images on the dice correlates to the card. Some of it don't. I just want to make sure. Yeah, that's looking real good. But that hat is no ordinary hat. Is that a... Oh. I'm just want to make sure. Because again, these swords are a little bit off, these swords. And it goes backwards as well. It is not that. Ah. Okay. Got it. So that's the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords halfway reversed is what's coming up. And what that talks about, again, going back to the depression. So if you think of a queen, right? A queen is very confident, intelligent, knowledgeable, full of wisdom. And because of all this, what you're going through, you're not feeling so confident. You're not feeling as if you know what to do next, right? You're just really on this journey of, what shall I do next? What is my next steps? But it's okay because this is necessary and needed. I don't know why. Archangel Michelangelo, can you clarify this for me? Because some of you, Gemini, you guys are in relationships where your partner is supportive of you. So, if you do feel like your body needs to take a break from the process of conceiving, they will support you. If you feel like you want to adopt, your partner will support you. Have a conversation about it when you're in a better headspace. Have a conversation about it. And if you're going to isolate yourself, that's one thing. But because sometimes isolation is good, right? Sometimes during isolation, during that downtime, and you're being quiet and still, you'll see some of the writings on the wall, right? The messages that you were ignoring or weren't letting the universe penetrate you with the messages. Now you're going to sit down and get it. Tell your partner that you are not, what's the word? Don't let your partner think that what you're going through is because of them. Let them know emotionally, I just need a break. I need some rest for myself. And you know what? It might benefit you if you I have a friend who, when she's stressed out, she will go stay at a hotel for a weekend. And she'll go stay at a hotel for a weekend. She'll take certain calls. She doesn't turn on the TV. She'll order in or take food, snacks, stay at the hotel the whole weekend, use the pool, use the jacuzzi, refocuses, recenters herself, and then come back out into the world. So her way of isolating herself is not like in a depressive state. It's like, let me do this and see if I need to re-energize myself. And she'll take advantage of the hotel spa and stuff like that. The spa, the sauna. So Gemini, you guys may need to do that. And your money's going to turn up right, so go ahead and do that. You feel me? Go ahead and do that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Interesting the way this shuffle feels different from my previous shuffles. Archangel Uriel, can you please enter in and assist me with delivering additional messages to Gemini? Archangel Uriel, please assist us with any additional messages for my Geminis. The shuffle feels different. Are you guys taking too long to speak up to your loved ones? And let me tell you what happens when you guys, Major Arcana the Fool, Major Arcana the Hangman. This pretty much summarizes how you guys are feeling right now, and that, yeah, you do need to be a hermit and isolate yourself in a healthy way where it would allow you to re-energize and refocus your feelings and come out of this depression, not to go further into depression. Perhaps engage in some activities that you enjoy. For me, I love baking. I like cooking, but I like baking more in the cake decorating aspect. For some people, they like pottery. Sketching, drawing the arts. Perhaps going to the beach if you live near the beach and the weather is nice. Getting your feet wet. Engaging in yoga. Do what you really like that brings you a lot of joy. Do that shit for 48 to 72 hours straight. 48 to 72 hours straight. And watch what happens. It's a full flip. You'll love it. You'll love it, Gemini. Okay, let's see what's the closing messages for Gemini. Angel Michelangelo, what are the closing messages for Gemini? Closing messages for Gemini. Remember I said a depressive state and doing something that you enjoy doing, maybe pottery, art, something, and expressing how you feel? Okay, listen only to love. Don't allow fear to distract you from your divine mission. Share your art with the world. It's time to allow others to enjoy your creative work. So that tells me for some of you guys, when you go and do that introspective work, you're going to come out possibly with a new project or a new career opportunity that involves being creative. Vulnerability. Listen to your vulnerable feelings as they contain wisdom and inspiration, and then pray for strength to focus on your priorities no matter what. That's it for you, Gemini. Thank you guys for tuning in. If this reading has resonated with you, please like, share, or subscribe. If you want an extended reading of this reading for yourself, you can book that for $20. If you want a full personal reading, you can book that for $50, which is a videotaped recording. Or if you want a live video, it's $99. And if you are new to the channel or you have never booked a reading with me before, your first reading is 20% off, okay? All right, Gemini, happy Thanksgiving when it comes, and I will see you guys in December. Bye.